Hey my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. As you guys can read by the title, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using only Italian makeup. I was in Italy not too long ago, and when I was there, me and my friend Ale, we were walking down the streets and we came across this store called Wycon. This is how you spell it. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly, but it's Wycon Cosmetics. And we went in there and we asked the lady like, hey, is this an only Italian brand makeup? And she was like, yeah, we actually make our products here in Italy. And I was like, okay, let me go around, let me look at the products. As I was walking around putting products in my little cart, I then came to realize that I had enough products to do a full face. So that's what exactly I did. I purchased lots of products to do a full face of makeup using only this brand. And yeah, this is how it looks. You guys are gonna see the whole reactions to every single product. Some were some hits, some were some misses. You guys will all see it right now in the video. But yeah, so if you guys enjoy these type of videos, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also hit that ring bell. That way you guys are updated with the future videos. So if you guys are interested in knowing how I did this full face using only Italian makeup, then just keep on watching. So first product that we have here is the primer. So we're obviously gonna start out with the face. So the primer that I'm using is the smoothing primer. And this is how it looks. It's just a very tiny little bottle and it looks very, very thick. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, like it's not really sliding anywhere. It's just like really thick, but it has a pump, which I really like the packaging. But yeah, it's just so cute, a little tiny one. So what I'm gonna do is just take one single pump and apply this all over my entire face. Okay, so far it feels really nice. It feels really, really soft and just gel-like, and I definitely can tell it's making my skin a lot smoother. So far, I think this is great. For foundation, they had a couple foundations, but I decided to go with this one. This is their never-ending, long-lasting foundation. It was the one that had most coverage by the swatches that I was doing, because there were some that were too light and I wanted definitely my coverage. You guys know I'm all about the high coverage, so I definitely wanted to try this one out, and I picked the color number 7, which is Honey. So hopefully it is my shade, but we're gonna see how it actually performs on the face. Basically, all you have to do is just kind of squeeze it out of the tube. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And as you guys can see, it's very liquidy. So hopefully this is gonna work out really nicely. And to blend it out, I actually bought their sponge. This is their latex-free sponge, and it's their finger blender. So literally it's just like a sponge in your finger. So that's exactly what I'm gonna use to blend it out, just to see how it works. So far, I think the color is matching sort of nicely with my skin tone. Okay, so I was definitely wrong about the full coverage, because I can definitely tell still my freckles like peeking through. They're kind of saying like, hello. Overall, I do like it. It shows a very natural glow, if you guys can see. So I do like that it doesn't make me look completely flat or anything, but it's definitely not a matte foundation. And it's I would say light medium coverage, because like I said, I can still see my freckles, and most of the time whenever I am looking for a high coverage, I want something that will completely cover up my freckles. So this one's definitely not high coverage. Let me see if I can try to build it up though. Before I do at the second layer though, I do want to say that this feels very light. Like it feels like you have nothing, absolutely nothing on your skin. So this is a great foundation for every day if you guys are just looking for something very natural. I think this would be perfect, but let me just add a second layer to see how it's gonna act out. So by adding the second layer, it definitely did give me a little bit more coverage, but I feel like my face looks even more dewier than what it was looking like. Now I feel like I am just looking super oily, which is not cute, but hopefully with the powder, once we set it all, it looks nice. But it definitely didn't give me like the full coverage that I wanted. Now let's move on to the concealer. So this is the concealer. This is how it looks like. It's also in a pretty tiny packaging. This is their liquid concealer. It doesn't claim anything special, like it will like treat your under eye or anything like that. It's just basically just to cover your under eye circles. And the color that I picked out is 1 of 5, which is Biscotto. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. Ooh, it has a smell to it. It smells like a perfume, which I don't mind, but maybe some people might mind the smell because it does smell pretty strong. Yeah, it does smell really strong. I'm gonna use the finger sponge again to blend it out and then see how it looks. All right, so far it blended it out nicely. I'm not complaining about how it blended out because it looks really, really nice. And also it did cover up my under eye circles, which I do like. I am just very picky when it comes to the creasing. So we're gonna set this because I can kind of see that it's starting to get into my fine lines, which I don't like. You guys already know all of that, but we're gonna go ahead and set it. So as far as the powder, I didn't get a loose powder, but I did get a compact powder, which this one is the light beige, which is number 3. And honestly, when I was first like swatching it, it looked completely flawless. Like my hand looked like it had no wrinkles whatsoever or anything, but this is how the powder looks like. And I'm just gonna basically take it and apply it all over my entire face, but with a brush. I'm not gonna actually use this. You guys know I never use that, so I'm actually gonna take just my powder brush and just basically dust this all over my entire face. Whoa. Do you guys see the difference right away? This too also smells. Now that we have our matte face, now we're gonna move on to the bronzer. So this is how the bronzer looks like, which is huge. But I got the color number 4, which is Terracotta, and it's just basically their bronzing powder. So we're gonna use this to bronze our face. All of these products have a smell. I'm not really liking that anymore. All right, so I'm not really feeling the bronzer too much. I'm actually gonna clean up a little bit right here. As I'm applying this bronzer, I don't know if it's the bronzer making me look really muddy or what the heck is happening, but I feel like the foundation is oxidizing, which I'm not really liking, to be honest. I just feel really dark right now. And then the bronzer looks just a little bit muddy. I don't know if it's because of the color or just because of the formula itself. Like it's not really blending well. Like, I don't know. I'm just not really feeling this bronzer, and as much as I try to like blend it out, it's not working out. So for my highlighter blush, I am only gonna do like a 2-in-1 type of thing. Apply it as a highlighter and sort of like a blush, because they don't really have a lot of highlighters, and the highlighters that they did have were way too light for my skin tone. So I was like, I cannot wear this. So this is what I decided to go for, a baked blush, and this one is in the color Gold Bronze, which is 106. It's so beautiful, honestly, you guys, but it looks like this. And as soon as I swatched it, I thought it was so beautiful. So we're gonna be using this as my highlighter slash type of like blush. So we're gonna see how it works out. Oh yes, 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 yes. This is so pretty. Highlighter on point. I actually do love it. It looks so beautiful, exactly how I had swatched it originally at their store. So I'm definitely loving the highlighters. So let's move on to the next product now. So the next product that we have here is like a 2-in-1 also, but it actually is a 2-in-1 because it's a mascara and an eyebrow gel. So this is what it looks like. It's such a cute packaging, but this is called the No More Tears. It's a mascara and eyebrow, like I said. So this is your brow powder, I believe, or is it gel? No, it's a gel. So you get to have that on one end, and then on the other side you have your mascara, which I actually do like the wand. It looks very interesting. So we're gonna see how it works out for the brows. Now that we have our brows done, I'm gonna leave the mascara for after we do our eyeshadow. So for the eyeshadows, I actually picked up this palette. Whoa, what's about to fall? I actually picked up this palette. It's called the Nude and Wild palette. And honestly, this reminded me so much of like the Urban Decay Naked palettes. So this is how the colors look like, and the colors are supposed to be pretty much dark and smoky looking because this is their smoky eyes palette. But yeah, like, I don't know, it just reminded me right away of like the Naked palettes from Urban Decay. They also have another one which has lighter colors and more like pretty bronzy ones, but I went with this one and I just want to see how it works out. Hopefully the formula is great. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and just start out by setting our whole entire lid with this light shade. Next, I'm going to take this shade and apply this on my crease. Next shade I'm going to use is this darker brown. It's like almost going into black, but I'm going to also apply this on the outer part of my eye. Now taking a pencil brush, I'm going to actually take the black color and just gently pack this on the outer part and then blend it out with my brush that we just applied the dark brown color. Next, I'm going to take this bronzy shimmery shade and apply this on my lid. So I'm not really feeling the eyeshadows. As soon as I try to blend them out, like they just sort of disappear. The lid color barely shows up on my eye. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can save it with eyeliner and some lashes, and hopefully that makes it look nicer. As for my eyeliner, I'm gonna be using this one that's a gel, and this one is their waterproof eyeliner. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this, and on top I believe there's a brush. Here we go. This is the brush. I'm not going to use this because honestly it's not even slanted, and you guys know I only use my Sigma brush for when it comes to eyeliner, so that's exactly what I'm going to use. Now to sort of correct the edges, I'm going to use this one, which is their ink liner, and I'm just going to see if I can correct like the little edges and all that stuff. And now, moment of truth, I'm going to try their mascara. So far, I do like the eyeliner, and I also like the mascara. It separates the lashes very nicely and very individually, but now I'm going to actually try their pencil eyeliner, which comes in this pretty cool packaging. So what I'm going to do right now is pop on some lashes, and hopefully this saves it. It hides a little bit of the mess, I would say, but now I'm just going to apply a few coats of mascara to my bottom lashes. Now moving on to the lips, I have two products here. So I have a lip liner and my lipstick, which the lipstick looks so freaking cute. I love this packaging. But the lip liner, this one is in the color Natural, which is 104. And then the lipstick is in the color Ivory Nude, which is the 4th. So I'm going to be using these for my lips. Oh wow, this is so creamy. So far, I do like the lippies. I do think that the lipstick is a little bit too light for me, but I made it work with the lip liner, which is great. So now the very last product that we have here is their makeup fixer, which is their setting spray. So their setting spray looks like this, which is called the makeup fixer. And I love the black packaging. It just, I don't know, there's something about it that makes it look super sleek and nice. So we're gonna test this baby out. Alright, my love, so this is a completed look. Definitely, I enjoyed doing this video for you guys. There's a lot of hits and misses here. So let's start out with the primer and foundation. The primer foundation were amazing for me, except the only thing is that it does oxidize. As you guys can see, my neck and my actual face looks like, but maybe if I do get a shade or two lighter, it might work out. But other than that, I actually like how it feels on the skin. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin. The concealer, it did crease up on me, which I was able to kind of cover it up with a little bit of eyeshadow, but it's not too crazy or anything. It did do a good job of covering my under eye circles and all of that, but it's not a concealer that I would definitely repurchase again. And as far as the powder, it does have a scent to it, which I don't really mind, but it does an amazing job of making your face look super flawless and just very matte, which I actually really love. The bronzer was a definitely fail for me. I actually don't really like it that much. I don't know, there's just something about it that I had to, you know, kind of work with it and just make it look nice. So I definitely wouldn't use it again. But the highlighter on the other hand, girl, definitely super, super beautiful. I'm definitely gonna be using this highlighter again. And yeah, so let's get to the part of the eyes, which is the most obvious for me. That was a fail. So the eyeshadows were a complete fail for me. I did not like anything about them. The way that they blended, the way they were just applying, everything just looks very patchy. I just had to like pack the color on and lightly, barely touching the eyeshadow, blend it out. I tried my best, but you guys saw, like, I had to do so much to make it look at least somewhat decent. So I'm obviously not going to be using these eyeshadows ever again. The brow gel I actually do love, and it actually makes my brows stay in place, which I will definitely be using, but on top of my actual brow products that I already use, because on its own, like, it's kind of hard to kind of like, you know, drawing your brows and things like that. Obviously, you can't get a precise shape that you want. So I'm obviously gonna be using it as my last step to my brow routine. The eyeliner, oh my God, this eyeliner is so dark and intense that I am completely in love with it. I actually really, really love it. The eye pencil is also really dark, but as you guys can see, it's kind of coming off a little bit, but other than that, I don't have any other complaints about the mascara. Also, like, it's super nice. It separates my lashes very nicely. And then the lippies was something that I truly enjoyed on my lips, like, because they feel super moisturizing and they actually look really nice. I actually really love this. And then the setting spray is something that was very different for me. It's really hard to explain it, but as soon as you apply it, like, you just feel like everything like snatched. I don't know, there's something about this setting spray that definitely makes your face feel like everything put together and in place. And it just made overall my whole foundation and everything else like look super nice and smooth. So I definitely will be using this setting spray more often. But yeah, other than that, my loves, that is my final review of these products. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know of other brands that you guys would want me to look into or things like that. So with that, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button, also the little bell. That way you're updated with my future videos. And with that, my loves, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye. Mwah. This is how it actually looks. I love... Oh, la pinche mosca. So adding the second layer definitely...